Bitcoin is sitting on a really critical support level. Is it going to hold or is it going to break down? And are we going to consolidate for a few more months? All that and more coming right up. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is JT, and if you're new here, I want to invite you to subscribe. We do a lot of fundamental and technical analysis on Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market. So if you want an unbiased and sensationalized opinion of the markets, I invite you to subscribe. Today's video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. I want to take a look at Bitcoin on the daily and some smaller time frames to see if we're going to hold a pretty important support level. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, starting off with Bitcoin here on the daily chart. Now, this level, this line in the sand for me right here is really a critical level. Let's actually just drag that out a little bit more. No, let's try that again. Right there. Let's drag this out. So the $27,000 level. I think that if we break below $27,000, that's going to put Bitcoin into a neutral / bearish posture. As it stands right now, we've been on a rally. You can see that we broke out here at around the bullish cross here was at about 17K. This is when the community went long, 17, 18K. And we've been on an uptrend ever since, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And now we're up against super strong resistance here at the 30K level. Now, this area has held significant resistance. Let me just show you right here. For several years. It's a very strong resistance level. We need to get above 28,000. 29,000, between 29,000 and 28.5. We need to get above that level, currently below it. We did peak our head above it briefly. We got up to a high of around 31,000, but we're now back below. We need to close some high time frame candles, preferably the weekly and above that $28,500 to $29,000 level. Super strong resistance. It's very likely if we are to get a rejection, it would happen at this super strong resistance. Now, the flip side, the bullish side to a super strong resistance is if you break through a very strong resistance, you usually get a very large move. I am still holding the long positions. I'm still maintaining the bias that Bitcoin is going to continue to trade to higher levels. So I am in the bulls camp. But if we were to see a rejection here, I would not be surprised to see a rejection at these levels. Now, 27K is kind of the line in the sand. If we did break below that, I would be, looking to mitigate the position sizing, mitigate the positions. If you were holding on to any leverage or anything like that, I would certainly be closing any of those leveraged positions out. But we are sitting at a support range. Now, I'm not a fan of triangles, okay? I just want to say that right off the bat. I'm not a fan of triangles. I think that they are kind of shitty indicators most of the time, but sometimes they're entertaining. This consolidation as well is not something that I would consider to be a clean consolidation. It's a very ugly consolidation, and to be quite frank with you, from a Wyckoff point of view, this looks like a distribution. You've kind of got your shoulder, head, shoulder, so you've got your head and shoulders formation. We could easily come back down to the $20,000 to $22,000 range if we did break that $27,000 level. But we are in an uptrend. We are consolidating under a major resistance. So I want to give this consolidation the benefit of the doubt. I don't see any reason to close out any positions just yet until we get a break below 27. Now, going down to the 4-hour chart, we're inside the green wave, and we have a green diamond at the bottom of this support range, this upward sloping line of support here. We really need to hold this support range. We are in the danger zone. We're very close to my line in the sand at $27,000. If we start to go below that, it's neutral / bearish. But when we go down to the lower time frames, let's take a look at the hourly. We can see some pretty interesting things here with the RSI. Now, we have a low in the price, we have a lower low in the price, and we have a higher low in the price. We also have a large divergence of the moving averages, and those moving averages are converging back over into the bullish posture. Now, taking a look at the RSI, we have a low, we have a higher low, and we have a higher low. So there is a bullish divergence occurring on a support range on the lower time frames for the price of Bitcoin. Now, this is the hourly chart. We're talking about high time frame stuff with low time frame analysis. Those two don't line up. So what we need to see first is we need to see the bullish divergence play out on the 1 hour. Then we need to see more bullish structure on higher time frames. I want to see a bullish, get back above the 7 here on the 4 hour. And then the 4 hour will turn into the daily. And then the daily will turn into the weekly. And now we've got really good bullish momentum. Weekly candle, what would I like to see? I think we have about 5 days and 15 hours, so plenty of time left to close out here on the weekly time frame. And what I would like to see is I want to see us get back on top of this 7 here on the weekly. Let me get the RSI out of the way. The 7 moving average on the weekly, we got to get back on top of that. If we fall below it, we have a long way down, again, back down to that 22. We've got the 50 here holding support on the 22 line. There's not a lot holding us up if we break that 27. So we need to close. We have 5 days to close above the 7 on this chart here. So we need, that's currently at 28.5. Again, a lot of confluence with that 28.5 level, 28.5 to 29,000. We need to get weekly candle closes above 28.5 and 29,000. If we can get those, I think that we break out. I think that we get on top of the 30K resistance. We break out of the resistance and we continue our rally. If we continue our rally, what are my upside targets? I think my upside targets would be somewhere around this area right here. This support / resistance range right here, which would be anywhere from $46,000 to $48,000. That's right, $46,000 to $48,000. Why am I deciding to go past this level right here? Because I think the power of breaking past that 30K is just going to surpass any resistance that we would encounter at this level. So although the next resistance point would be 35 to 36, I think that there's just going to be a lot of bullish sentiment and a lot of bullish follow through if we get that break of 30, and I don't see us really slowing down until we get to about 48,000. So those are the important levels to pay attention to. Break below 27, bearish. Close on the weekly above 28.5, bullish. Break above 30, rally. So I hope that helps. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.